Hi everyone, it is Saturday and we are starting our 4th week of our No Spend January Eat from the Pantry Freezer challenge, and we've been eating on leftovers, fajitas, tacos, and then we also have the potato slash chicken salad, and there's only that much left.
I'm feeding.
Okay, what do you want to say?
Hi.
Hi. And what do you want to say?
I'm feeding Mocha.
He's feeding Mocha. So everyone has little jobs to do. Anyway, my thing isn't focusing, so that's what's going on so far.
And this week is gonna be our last week of the pantry challenge.
Yeah, everyone's looking forward to me going to Costco.
Hey guys, it's January 22nd. It's currently like 2:15 p.m. right now. I decided to just make some stuffing because I found 2 boxes and we literally are just eating what we have. So I decided to just whip some up. I sauteed some onions and then added it in there as well. You can also add celery, but I decided not to. So that's what we're going to be eating.
Sunday morning, and I have chicken thighs that we thawed out from our freezer, 1 can of pineapple chunks from our pantry, and I used up the last of this teriyaki sauce, which is super delicious, and we're making that little Hawaiian teriyaki chicken. I'm just going to put this on high till we get home from church. So we got home from church. And here is our Hawaiian chicken. I did add a cornstarch slurry to it really quick. And then we have 4 of these Knorr packets, teriyaki noodles boiling away. And we are going to have them with a side of these hot and sweet pickles. And I'll show you guys when I plate it up. It smells so, so here is lunch / our dinner as well. For everyone, it is Monday morning, and I want to show you guys really quick before I drink my coffee what I pulled out of the freezer to make food. I had this bread that I got on clearance at Kroger last week, and someone kind of got into it, and I put it in the freezer because we had other bread to go through. I pulled it out today. I have 2 of these ground turkeys that I got on clearance a while back, and they have a little bit of freezer burn, but not too bad. Another turkey in a tube, and then some pork, some Italian sausage, and bone broth. I plan on making 2 meals. I want to make the tortellini soup. That's the sausage and the bone broth for. And then I want to make a Romanian style meatballs with turkey, pork, and some shredded potatoes and mashed potatoes. So that's what I plan on doing. It is 8:22. I just started thawing everything out, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. It'll thaw out eventually, and then I can cook. First, I need to have my coffee. We had a great fun weekend, and it's coffee. So for breakfast on Monday, I still have quite a bit of that ham, so I'm just making this little omelet or scrambled eggs. I have 2 eggs with salt and pepper. I have 1 more of those avocado cups, so I just spread it on a tortilla, and then I'm going to put the eggs over this and put it all together. It's going to be delicious. And that was so delicious. I used that whole cup of avocado because I didn't want to leave any because it would just go bad. And this is very filling. It'll keep me full for a long time, and just using up things from our fridge. Here is the tortellini soup. Just turned it off. I did use half of this package of spinach from the freezer. Even though I have fresh spinach in my fridge, I wanted to use this up first because when you have greens in the freezer, after a while, they kind of take up on all the taste, and I don't know, it's good to use it up before I keep it in there too long. And I put some of this Parmesan cheese on top. You guys have seen me make the tortellini soup plenty of times. You know what goes in it. So just a simple tortellini soup. It's $2.47. I'm not sure if I'm doing the mashed potatoes and meatballs today or not. My meat is thawed out, but it can stay in the fridge. I'm just gonna see. I still have a lot of stuff to do for our business, and so once I'm done with the paperwork and stuff, we'll see how I feel, if I want to make those or not. If not, we have this. People can eat macaroni and cheese. I don't know, but I'll let you guys know. Since my stove is already hot, I'm just gonna go ahead and make these 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese because I know Lucas doesn't like the tortellini soup. Noah will eat it, but I'm sure he'll want to eat macaroni and cheese as well. They're in a macaroni and cheese kick. They haven't had it for a really long time, and last week they started enjoying it again. So we have plenty of them in the pantry, and I would actually like to rotate them, use them up, and then after we're done with our pantry challenge, maybe go to Costco and get some more. So I got water coming up to a boil, and I'm just going to go ahead and make these up. for breakfast on Tuesday. Potatoes and a fried egg, so that's what I'm making. The pot is filled with cold water, salt, and potatoes. I'm going to make homemade mashed potatoes. I'm really hoping to have extras. Maybe then tomorrow I could do like a shepherd's pie or something. And then I just have the oil from this morning, how I fried the kids' eggs, and I'm not going to throw that away. I'm going to take that egg piece out. I'm going to start making my Romanian meatballs in that. I wanted to show you guys that cleaner that I was using up. I finished, and then I found this one that I've been using for the last couple of days. It was like up to here, so we're finishing this one, and this is another thing that will go out of our house. And we have all the meat. I'm going to put everything together, and I'm thinking I'm going to make a green bean casserole. So for the meatballs, I have all that meat that I took out yesterday. I have shredded potatoes. I have 2 shredded potatoes that I did on the box grater and squeezed out all the liquid. Parsley from the freezer, breadcrumbs, and 1 egg, salt and pepper. I would normally add garlic salt, but I ran out of the garlic salt, the one I like to get from Costco at the beginning of the challenge, and I haven't had it, and I don't want to go to Costco and get some more until the challenge ends, because I don't want to be tempted and go buy a bunch of stuff. So we're just going to do it that, and I'm sure it'll still taste really good. So I am going to do the green bean casserole because I feel like I'm going to get a lot of things out of my pantry and my freezer out. So I have 2 of these cream of mushroom soups that have been in my pantry for a while, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use 1 or 2. And then I'm going to saute an onion with these mushrooms. These were in my freezer, and they're really frozen. They were stuck together. They're probably really frozen, burnt, but that's okay. We'll use them today. Salt and pepper. This is the last bag of my crispy onions. Honestly, you guys, I didn't even know I had it. It was literally thrown in the back of my stockpile, and yeah, I'm excited that I found it. I was kind of trying to organize my cans and stuff. It's a hot mess, and I found that, so I figured this will be great. And then this is the last of our milk. The ads change tomorrow. I don't have any more carrots. I have 1 celery stick if the kids didn't feed it to our bunny, and I have no more milk besides this. So we have no salad, no nothing. So we really need to go grocery shopping. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm gonna put this together and then pop it in the oven. I ended up using just 2 of the bags of the green beans. These I'm putting back in the freezer. The 2 cans of the cream of mushrooms, I made a mess. Of course, there's plenty of the French onion left. So I'm gonna cover this and put it in the oven for 400 degrees. It smells really good. Remember when I got this on clearance at Kroger? It's like a creamy ranch sour cream. I'm gonna put some in the mashed potatoes. It is so stinking good. I've never had it, but it's really good. So I'm gonna add a spoonful in there and just kind of mix it in. Why not? I'm gonna make stuffing. It goes with mashed potatoes and the green bean casserole. It does. So I have a chicken flavored and a turkey flavored, doesn't matter. I'm gonna do an onion. I only have 1 more celery stick. This is gonna be the last of my celery. No more carrots. I'll add some garlic, some butter. And then instead of chicken broth, because it's frozen, I'm just gonna use this like chicken bouillon and make chicken broth for it. And I think it's still gonna turn out really good. The onions and celery were sweating it out and getting nice and soft. I loaded the dishes and I switched out the laundry. So my stuffing is pretty much done. Mashed potatoes are done. They look good. I have a bowl here with paper towels because once I start working on this mountain of meat, I'm kind of gonna be stuck. I'm actually gonna make it in that pan. And then I took out another butter from the freezer to replenish in the fridge, and I am already tired. I've been in the kitchen for quite a bit. The green bean casserole is in the oven, but I just want to get this done and over with. And I'm so happy because my sink is empty, my kitchen is clean, everything is looking pretty good, and I can just go ahead and make the meatballs, and then I can sit down and actually eat. And it is 2:18. We started at 12 something. I have the stuffing. I have all the Romanian style, my take of Romanian style meatballs. And this is a pretty deep bowl. And I wanted to make a lot because it's such a process. I had actually had 2 frying pans going because you fry them in vegetable oil. And I just finished, and I'm putting some for my husband for work tomorrow, and so on and so forth. I have a lot of mashed potatoes. I'm hoping to have a lot left over to make like a shepherd's pie, and then the green bean casserole. So I'm super hungry. I can't wait to dig in, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This is what we're having for lunch, for dinner. We're just gonna eat on this, and I'm excited. I think I'm going grocery shopping tomorrow, so that'll be really good. My husband his work lunch with those Romanian style meatballs, and I put a little bit of mustard. So this mustard is done, and we can toss in the recycle, but don't fear, we have another little mustard here. These I love because they come in a glass little cup, and I get these at grocery outlet for about $1.99. So that's going in recycle. This is going in our fridge. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning, and since I got the coconut milk for Lucas yesterday, he can start having cereal again. There's just a little bit of Golden Puffs in this bag, and then he's gonna have these like off-brand Cheerios that they've had open for a while and work through that. And then I wanted to show you guys with my coffee, I did finish my half and half. I should have gotten more, but I didn't realize. I don't know, I wasn't thinking. It's okay, we still have creamer, so I can still drink it. I do like to get this from Costco, but I could have gotten something from Fred Meyer's, but either way, it'll be fine. I have creamer and sugar, and I'll survive, but that's what's going on. Thursday morning for breakfast, I have one tortilla that I sprayed some avocado spray in the pan, and I toast it up, and then I have coconut oil with one large mushroom, and I'm still using up that ham. I'm still trying to finish it up. And then I have eggs from my mom's house, from her chicken that she brought over yesterday, but I'm not going to use those because I still have some older eggs in the fridge I want to use up. So I'm just going to do a quick little scramble, 2 eggs on top with maybe some cheese. And I took out another one of these avocados from the freezer because they're really good. So I have a few of those in the fridge to use up as we need them. Okay, so for Thursday night, I want to make a shepherd's pie. I understand that shepherd's pie is, I think, originally made with lamb. I have ground beef, so my version on it, just trying to use up, so it might not be a shepherd's pie per se, but close enough. Ground beef. I have 2 cream of mushroom soups that I'm going to use instead of like making a roux. I have these frozen peas and carrots, some onion, and then this is all the mashed potatoes I have left over. So the other day I made a lot of mashed potato with the intent to make this pie. Yesterday we had that teriyaki that David made, and then we also ate up obviously leftovers, and so that's all the mashed potatoes I have. But I do have a lot of these Idaho potatoes instant, so I have 2 out, and if I need more I'll make more. I'm gonna cut up some mushrooms. So you're supposed to use like cheddar cheese, the recipe I saw on YouTube, but this is the closest I'm gonna get to it, so we'll use that. I'll put in some frozen corn, and then this burrito, I just found it. It was under the bags of peas and carrots, so I brought it from the garage freezer, and I'm gonna put it in the fridge over here because I'm sure somebody will snack on it. So let's put this together. I'm sure it'll still be really delicious and bubbly and yummy, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all cooked. You guys, it's still bubbling. That cream of mushroom soup is kind of spilling out, which is okay. I only ended up using one of those bags of corn, but oh my gosh, this smells so good. We're gonna dig in, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday morning, and my kids are home from school today, all 4 of them. So we're gonna need a couple meals throughout the day. I ended up finding the mild cheese in the other freezer. It was in the back. I only found it because I was digging for the hot dogs and I saw it. So I don't need it right now. I probably don't even need it today, but I'm just going to pull it out and put it in the fridge to have. And then I pulled out these hot dogs. I have a whole drawer full of hot dogs. So we need to start eating hot dogs. And I got hot dog buns from the freezer. They already have ice on them. And this is leftover pasta Alfredo that David made one time, and it was just way too much, so I froze it. And over here it's marinara sauce with meatballs that he did in the crock pot a while back. That was just a lot, so I'm gonna put these together and then see if we need to add anything else and do like a pasta bake, because when it's a pasta bake I just put everything together, put it in a pan, in a baking pan, put cheese on top, and then they're more willing to eat it that way, easier without them complaining. They like the ground beef or ground meat in their pasta sauce, and they're like spaghettis, and these are meatballs. But you know what? They're gonna do just fine in the pasta bake. So that's what I have planned out so far for today. And then we'll see. Because I have so many eggs that I got from Kroger, and then my mom gave me eggs, I'm thinking maybe we'll see, because we have a lot to do. If I have the time, I wouldn't mind doing like crepes or something, so we'll see. Okay, so I went back to my freezer because this was in my freezer door, and you can see it's a pretty big whipped topping container. It's huge and it's taking up room. So what I'm thinking with this is I'm going to make a no-bake eclair cake. I have the graham crackers, I have the chocolate frosting that it calls for in the pantry, and I just have to have instant vanilla pudding, which I think I do in the pantry as well. So if I have those, I'm just gonna thaw this out. If we don't use it for the no-bake eclair cake, then we'll use it for something else, because it's just taking up room and I really want that space. Okay, here's the hot dog, which is some mayo and ketchup for the little ones, and it's actually a hit. They're eating these for breakfast. It is 9 o'clock and they are having hot dogs for breakfast, and I'm okay with that. It's protein, it's carbs, and I'm just happy that I took these out. So half of them are gone. I'm boiling the other half if the older kids want them, and that way these are out of our freezer. I decided to just throw it in the crock pot. I did add a little bit of water in the bag to get like all the sauce out. I'm gonna let these meatballs, because they're still frozen, go on high, and then later we'll put in the noodles. And if I feel like it needs more sauce or more noodles, I'll go ahead and add some, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. But I just have it on high for 4 hours, and then it's already heating up, and then I'll probably turn it on low once this is what it looks like together. I haven't added any other sauce or any noodles, but I am gonna add some of this shaky cheese. I'm gonna add this cheese because I want to finish up. Then I'll add some of this, and then just put the lid on for a few more minutes for the cheese to melt. And we are heavy on the meatballs, more than noodles, but that's okay. I don't think anyone's gonna complain. It's still Friday, and I decided to make chicken gnocchi soup. So I have cooked turkey that's been in my freezer that obviously definitely needs to be used up. And then this I got, I want to say before Christmas or after Christmas. No, I think before Christmas at Costco, and you can see that it's going to be expiring on February 15th. So I've had it in my fridge. It wasn't open, so I opened it up to make sure it didn't go bad or anything, and it didn't. So I can start using this. I was thinking of even adding it to my coffee, but I just feel like it's too rich. So I'm gonna have to really figure out how I'm gonna use this heavy whipping cream. If you guys have any idea, I don't know if I can even freeze it, because I should have used it like earlier in the challenge, and I just kept saying, oh, I'm gonna make desserts, I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna make that, and I never did. So we need to use that up. Homemade bone broth out of the freezer, and then the gnocchis. I still have 2 more packs on my pantry, and then I just have these 2 packs. And then I have spinach in my freezer and in my fridge. So I might use the frozen spinach for the soup, and maybe do like a cream spinach with heavy whipping cream tomorrow for breakfast with eggs. I'm not sure. And then let me show you guys. Sorry, my dehydrator keeps going. The cheese is already melting, and I turned it on low. Noah's excited about that. So let's get the chicken gnocchi soup together. I already scooped out a bunch for Noah. He's been patiently waiting. So leftovers redone. So I ended up using one of the little bags of meat, and then just a little bit out of this one. So this is going back in the freezer, and it's still frozen because it didn't thaw out. And I put 2 whole carrots that I shredded up, 3 stalks of celery, 2 garlic cloves, 1 onion, Italian seasoning, and then my bone broth. Well, this one is chicken broth, and then the other 2 are bone broth. I just thawed out in the microwave. And honestly, looking at this, I might get away with just 1 packet of gnocchi, but I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna try to clean up a little bit because it's a hot mess. I'm gonna load the dishwasher, and then probably do the eclair cake, and then I can clean up again, wash the floors, and kind of be done for today. I ended up using just 1 of the packets of gnocchi, so this is gonna go back in my pantry. And I pulled out this spinach, and I think I am going to put the whole bag because spinach just wilts down. So I'm gonna put the spinach, and then at the end I'll hit it up with a little bit of heavy whipping cream and a little bit more pepper, and the soup will be done. It's not a lot of soup because we already have the spaghetti, and so this will kind of be more for like my husband and stuff, and then my older kids are out with their friends, and so if they want some, they can have some, but the little ones will kind of eat on the spaghetti more. So I actually have that much spinach left, just because there's not a big amount of soup, a lot of soup. I figured like this is a good amount of spinach. I don't want it to just like the spinach to over flavor it. I still have a lot of heavy whipping cream to use up. So I'm getting ready to do my no bake eclair cake. I'm gonna use these instant vanilla puddings with a little bit of milk. I have some regular milk and some coconut milk. I'm gonna use this Cool Whip topping, and it's thawed out, and graham crackers. And then on top, I'm going to melt this and make it melt it just a little bit in the microwave and pour it on top like a ganache. So I'm gonna put this together and I'll show you guys what it looks like. You guys, this is like a 5-minute cake. There's nothing to it. I warmed this up in 30-second increments twice, so 60 seconds in the microwave. I love you too. And all right, Noah, show Moki. Mocha. She is so cute. And there's Lucas. How is that spaghetti? Good. It's good. Okay, so ideally you want to leave this overnight in the fridge, but at least a couple hours. Hopefully it'll last for a few hours in the fridge. Are you excited to eat it, Noah?
Actually, yeah.
Show them what you've been drinking.
It's not water.
So,
it's like this.
It's like flavored water.
It's sour.
Blood orange, or what is this? Yeah, blood orange.
It looks like water.
It looks like water, but it's not. It's like sparkling water. I got those a 12-pack for free at Safeway a while back, and they've just discovered it. I think they are caffeine free, aren't they? Yeah, it's just sparkling water. So they don't usually drink soda, but this is not soda. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, yeah, it's not gonna focus. Anyway, I'm gonna pop this in the fridge, and then later on we'll have it. It's just under 3 o'clock, and yeah, hopefully we can have it later on tonight. So we will see you guys later. Bye. My husband just got home from work, and someone gifted him a huge box of M&Ms and 2 mini Starbursts. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noah's wearing pajamas. They were in the bathtub playing
Mini Starbursts.
mini Starbursts, and so now they're just in cozy pajamas. And oh gosh, you guys are gonna get so hyper. So yeah, this is awesome. It's gonna go in our stockpile. I'll probably have to put some in the freezer because there's just so many of them, and we don't want them to get bad.
I think these are gonna last more.
I'm not sure if I can put the Starbursts in the freezer, but definitely the M&Ms. I know I've frozen M&Ms before. These are the peanut M&Ms, I think. You guys excited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here is the Eclair cake. My kids already got into it. It was super easy to make and used up a lot of things from our pantry. I hope you guys enjoyed another week of what we're eating out of our freezer, pantry, and fridge. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and comment below and let me know what you guys are using up from your pantry, freezer, and fridge, and if you guys are doing this challenge this month. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.